our
Thank
favorite.
you so much, Rob, for having me. It is my joy and honor to be here this morning with you, traders. In this webinar, I will be teaching you why Alpha Fibonacci is the ultimate way to trade. As my students tell me this and show me this for the last 12 years. But first, please remember, every single thing I will show you in this webinar is to educate you and empower you to trade all markets. In this webinar, it is essential to recognize no student had ever been paid for their testimonials. All the products, all the systems, all the software shown as is. I'm not giving you any guarantees. I'm only giving you guarantee that if you will make an effort, the skies are the limit with Alpha Fibonacci system. In this webinar, we will cover why Fibonacci is the only prospective and predictive tool to trade, how Alpha Fibonacci identifies reversals in advance, how Alpha Fibonacci identifies precise targets. We will review futures, stocks, crypto, and Forex with Alpha Fibonacci software and Alpha Fibonacci system for all platforms, all instruments. And you will see how traders trade globally, all instruments, all platforms since 2011. And most importantly, I will show you how you can trade Alpha Fibonacci on all markets. First, briefly about myself. I arrived to US 33 years ago with nothing, with newborn baby on my hands. Within the first 7 years, I made first $1 million. My first work, Johns Hopkins. I founded my own medical company, which I sold later on to Johns Hopkins. I also invested very, very heavily in real estate and stock market. So when market crashed in 2008, I asked myself a question. How can the world cannot see that trading on fundamentals does not work? That if trading on the news worked, every person on the planet would be Bill Gates. I saw very, very clearly what works is Fibonacci. Ever since I became obsessed, it's the truth. Ever since I developed my own proprietary systems and I coach clients globally from US, from Florida, Alabama, New York. I just flew in from New York last night. To Monte Carlo, Switzerland, Dubai, Saudi Arabia, from $500 account to 500 million plus dollar account. So what you will see in this webinar, you can also witness on our Fibonacci Trading YouTube channel. You can listen on our Fibonacci Trading podcast channel where students share their stories. And this is what I've done since 2011, mentoring others how to become successful trading Alpha Fibonacci system. So here's a couple of photos of students from all over the world. Sam texting me last night. I'm reconnecting with him again and again and again. He put his daughter through Harvard trading the system. Emmanuel brought his wife to the course. William flew in to California just to have dinner with me. Jason flew in from Denver just to have lunch with me. Richard doubled, quadrupled his retirement account. I'm invited to students' weddings, family events, and I met in Switzerland with hedge fund manager who is trading Forex. Michael trading options, photos, non-stop, podcast testimonials of what you will see next. So what makes Alpha Fibonacci system so powerful? Number one, it is natural. Fibonacci is natural, it is not an indicator. If you think Fibonacci is an indicator, here's a very basic answer why it's not. When you right click on NinjaTrader 8, here's a list of indicators. Fibonacci is not on them. Here you see my proprietary systems I developed. The list of just very, very few. But what you will see, Fibonacci under entirely separate settings. It is not present under indicators. It is present under entirely separate sections. Fibonacci retracements, Fibonacci extensions. What is a majority does, that's a very big mistake. Randomly diving to Fibonacci without any rules. But as you will see next, rules are a crucial part of successful trading. So here's S&P institutional chart. Let's go back on this chart with Alpha Fibonacci retracements all the way a year before. Here's a system and how intelligent traders see instantly why this is the best way to trade. Here we are, July 1, 2021. Price is moving up. Many months in advance, you know, where price is heading to next. And we discuss this in each live class. Price moves one step at a time. This is institutional chart. This is a core of the system because I teach you to think and trade as JP Morgan trader, who my mentor does, who is moving multi-million-dollar positions. So if your account is $5,000, you are riding the power. You are not shorting the markets. You are buying the markets during vertical bullish rally. Here is institutional chart on S&P that reflects most US stocks as price reaches institutional reversal zone. You are very well prepared for the crash. You are not losing the sleep. And when the market starts selling off, again, you knew this many months in advance, and when you obey the rules, you understand this is key level to the downside, and when this level is out and price reaches next level and price reaches next level, you know this in advance. This is the power of the system. No indicator on the planet will tell you this. And when markets start selling off, what was the biggest shock during all of this? First week of the war, everyone is stunned, but price reached institutional buy zone. Institutional orders sitting and waiting. So every single person who is shorting near this level needs to stop trading live, because we're discussing months in advance. This is institutional buy point. Institutional orders sitting and waiting days, weeks, months in advance. This is predictive, precise, institutional system. No matter how small your account is, no matter what war is or not, you are not shorting near these levels. You are buying from these levels. Everyone in shock. Unless, of course, you are trading Alpha Fibonacci system and you understand this week was flawless, as this is key institutional support where institutional orders remain long for 5 weeks until price breaks and moves to the next level. One step at a time. War, much worse. Market skyrocketing 350 points. Shorts obliterated. Intelligent trader riding institutional power until market sells off again. So here we go. April, May. We're finally breaking to the downside. Took so many weeks. Here's another institutional buy point, but again, you knew this months in advance. This is key level. This is a key level that's been obeyed for the last 3 months. So if you're writing your own little account, you understand this is a key, this is a core. This is a reason for non-stop S&P bounces, which also happened when rates were increased. Worst rate increase in the last 20 years, and S&P skyrocketing 150 points. Absolutely. This is Alpha Fibonacci predictive institutional buy zone. And this remains a key, and this remains a core. Inflation getting worse and market keeps rallying from this level. Here we are. This is the market now. This is how intelligent trader trades. No speculation, no gambling here. Remember this forever and ever and ever. If trading on the news worked, every person on the planet would be Bill Gates. It does not. There is no good news. Bearish markets have entirely different characteristics than bullish markets. Bigger the crash, more spectacular rallies will be. And if you understand that buyers remain extremely weak, and this is a key level to the upside many months in advance, we keep sitting at institutional buy point. No surprise for intelligent trader. With predictive, precise, and prospective system, this tool you can install on all platforms. This tool you can install on all instruments, on MT4, on Sierra Charts, on TradeStation, on NinjaTrader, on any instrument you choose. Choice is yours. Alpha Fibonacci is not an indicator. It is completely opposite of indicators, which we will review already. Indicators are delayed, artificial, and look good only after the fact. Indicators will never identify institutional crashes and rallies in advance. So with a predictive proprietary system that identifies key points of entries hours, days, weeks, months, and years ahead on all instruments, you sleep very well at night. You are prepared for crashes and rallies far in advance. You're not listening to the news in panic. You're not listening to the noise. It's such a money-making machine, as institutions keep reminding you again and again and again. When institutional buy point is present, no matter how horrific the news is, no matter how astronomical inflation or war or COVID is, institutions will keep buying the markets. And when you are prepared for that, you are also very well prepared for crashes. And that's a very crucial chart that we just reviewed on S&P E-mini future. But if I bring you to Alpha Fibonacci software for NinjaTrader 8, this is precision. I project the software on 5-minute chart. No speculation, no gambling here. With the power of the software, you choose your ultimate trade. This is your entry, this is your stop, this is your target. And please pay attention. When price reaches reversal zone, price reverses for 8 points. No day trader wants to deal with reversals for 8 points, unless of course you're trading very large account. Intelligent trader would exit long, as again market keeps skyrocketing for green zone. All of this just played out on July 13th. And when the scanner is present in front of you, and you decide what instrument you want to trade, you simply insert the instrument and the chart. And this is how the alert would look like. That's it. So when institutions are selling the markets, price will crash red. When institutions buying the markets, price will show green. You're riding institutional power. You are not a gambler. You are not trigger happy cowboy. You understand that in order to become top 5%, you need to stop doing what majority does. So when you come to the website, please sign up for the trading room. In the trading room, you can ask me many questions about all instruments you trade. And when you click on the website, it's all on the homepage. You can listen to podcasts, student stories. You can view students' performance. Thousands and thousands of emails I keep getting. I cannot upload hundreds of thousands of emails to the website. I can only show you. If Theo can do this on Forex, on Bitcoin, if Richard can do this on options, If Pablo, complete beginner trader, can do this on all instruments, doubling his wife's account, if Brett can do this after making $10 an hour in Best Buy, so can you. It's all on the website. So understand very, very clearly. I will never give you something that you push a button that prints you money. If that exists, it costs millions and billions of dollars. Never underestimate the power of your brilliant mind and the power of your brilliant effort. Because that's what Tom Brady does. That's what Lewis Hamilton does. That's what Serena Williams does. It's identical process. This is what I coach you to make you think as a multi-billion-dollar trader, not as a gambler. And that's the power of the system. It's all at your fingertips. When you make an effort, you can produce 86.76%. You can make $17.81 per each dollar. This is a student who took group course, coming to the classes in the middle of the night, viewing videos 24/7. So please listen to the podcasts. I encourage you to do this. I just recorded updated podcast with Richard, retired medical doctor who is trading Alpha Fibonacci System since November with 100% success rate on stocks. He started his account with $100,000. Now his account far and above $700,000. He retired just fine. He could have never done this before. Now Richard sleeps very well at night. And that's what market all about. Institutional predictive precise power. All you have to do is obey the rules. And when you do, here is day trading chart last week. So last week I was off in New York with my incredible children and grandchildren meeting with students. We left all of this, as we always do, days in advance. So let me take you back to July 13th. Here's the market on July 13th, day trading chart. Here's a quiz for everyone in this room. What have you done at this level? Have you been shorting the market? Have you been buying the market at this level? Let's convert this chart to 5 minutes. You are a day trader and this is the only chart you're interested in. Here we go. This is the events while I am out of town, as we will recap with my brilliant traders. This is the place you shorting the markets from. This is the place you buying the markets from. And when price outside of this level, your only option to buy from. Again, doesn't matter, it's 10, 15, 5, any chart. We identify all of this in advance. Here we go. Here's the market on July 16th. 15th, Friday. No speculation, no gambling here. Price reversed from reversal point. Market in pain. Bullish rally overextended. Intelligent trader with a single glimpse knows buyers exhausted but sellers are worthless. When sellers step in with vengeance, this is a place to short from. There is no sellers here yet. Buyers exhausted can create very challenging market conditions on Sunday open and Monday open. If market crashes and burns with power, rules are met, take short. Bullish exhaustion with worthless short is not market you want to trade. And if that remains on Monday, you will enjoy your day off. This is the most important part of trading, knowing when not to trade. In front of you, broker's heaven. In front of you, money printing machine. Bullish exhaustion with worthless sellers. It's not the market you want to trade. And that plays out at least 40% of the time. So please, here is a marker. This is your trading range before Sunday open. Buyers exhausted and sellers are worthless. And again, it doesn't matter if you trade 3, 5, 10, 15. None of that matters. You decide what chart, what time frame you want to trade. Alpha Fibonacci system is a precise system which identifies key targets, seconds, minutes, in day trading charts, hours, days, weeks, months, and years ahead on all instruments and long-term charts. This depends on the time frame traded. So let's go to a few of my favorite events, shall we? Here's Nasdaq. Here's a crash on Nasdaq, and here's a vertical rally during COVID. So here's the Nasdaq on November 2021. So let's go to Nasdaq September 2021. You are not buying Nasdaq. You are not buying high-tech stocks. You are exiting your position. And that's what I have done, and that's what I've shared with my students. As I said, bullish rally overextended, institutional crash will play out at any moment. All depends on Nasdaq 50,000 level. This is a key, this is a core. And here starts the sell-off in the month of January. Is anyone surprised? If you've been buying Nasdaq at this level, you need to stop trading live. You need to stop gambling with your money. Because crash was spectacular. Once this level is out, market moving one step at a time. And in every class we discuss what to expect next on Nasdaq. That's it. And that's Nasdaq on institutional chart. Before the crash, here we are right now. No speculation or gambling here. Ultimate predictive precision. So when you start understanding that this has unlimited power, you can trade this on all platforms, all instruments. And what is most important to recognize? You stop listening to noise. You stop listening to panic. You start trading much better as top Wall Street traders do. Here is the reminder. Let's review. Has anyone heard of Aikman Netflix trade? Have you? My goodness. One of the top hedge funds in US buying Netflix at reversal zone. When the announcement comes out that Aikman putting $1 billion when Netflix at institutional reversal zone, with my students we're laughing, we're saying, wow, this is black and white, this is so clear. This is a place to short Netflix from, not to buy Netflix. Let's look on Aikman trade. So you can see that you are trading so much better than a top hedge fund in US. Here's Netflix at reversal zone. We're dissecting the trade. My goodness, this is not the place to buy, this is a place to exit your long. It's black and white. I discuss this in every Thursday class. Here's Netflix before the crash. When Aikman taking his long on $1.1 billion and announcing the trade to the world. You know, many months in advance. This is not the place to buy Netflix. This is a place to exit your long. So if you want to trade better, then top hedge fund manager on the planet, I look forward working with you. This is simple, this is pure, and this is proven by traders from all over the world. If this 14-year-old can do it, so can you. And that's what we discuss in classes. Dominic 14, his father, Andy, hedge fund manager in London, who is managing multi-million-dollar positions, trading all charts, all instruments with a system. And that's a power. And that's precision. You are not speculator, you are not a gambler. Top hedge fund trades available on internet. As Netflix crashes down, as Netflix collapses from 70 to 180, we discuss this in class. You stop gambling with money. You stop listening to Kramer. You start using your brilliant brain. You start trading much better than top hedge funds in US. Catastrophic collapse, Aikman paying off his investors. He's in lawsuit. It's all on the internet. That's it. No speculation, no gambling here. Here's another one. Let's review. Bitcoin, my goodness. Have you been buying Bitcoin randomly because everyone's screaming on the news, buy Bitcoin? Only fools are not holding position on Bitcoin. When I get the phone calls from traders who say, I'm holding Bitcoin till 100,000. Why, oh why? Bitcoin reached reversal zone. Michael Saylor, one of the top hedge fund managers who lost $6 billion in a single trade, keeps telling everyone to buy Bitcoin. And what is the funniest thing? And now he encourages US government to regulate Bitcoin because he lost so much money. But you know this. With Alpha Fibonacci system, you're not gambling, you're not speculating. Here's Bitcoin at reversal zone at 70,000. When will Bitcoin reach 100,000? Maybe in the next life, not in this one. That's what intelligent trader knows and sees every day in each class. So here's Bitcoin before the first crash, April 2021. Let's go back a year, shall we? You're exiting your long-term position. You're not buying Bitcoin, no matter what the mayor of Miami says, who says you can pay your real estate taxes with Bitcoin. Global crypto convention is on in Miami. We're discussing with students, all depends on this level. This level is out, Bitcoin moving lower, non-stop. And when you see more and more hacks on crypto, have you seen $8 billion? So anyone and everyone who thinks this was a start, this grew to 8 billion. So please use your brilliant mind. Stop listening to hype. Stop listening to noise. Anything can be hacked. How crypto had been hacked last year is a very powerful lesson. Manage your money well and stop listening to hype, because those who managing multi-billion-dollar position own news channels and making money on very naive traders. So please, if you cannot lose 100 million in a blink, use your brilliant brain. This is very clear lessons of Bitcoin and Netflix crash. Are you buying Bitcoin randomly? Are you listening to the news? Please stop doing that. What is the beauty of trading Bitcoin with Alpha Fibonacci system, as traders prove all over the world? You can ride the waves, you can ride the power, you can ride volatility, because you cannot hold Bitcoin forever. It will never work. Bitcoin will keep crushing 36 to 86% as long as Bitcoin will keep existing, which that's a very big question mark. And that's S&P, Netflix, Bitcoin with Alpha Fibonacci system on multiple charts going back 2 years. Again, here's long, not short, on S&P mini future in the last 2 weeks. When the green zone is present, and this is institutional buy point number 1, you never, ever, ever short near your base rules, and when rules are met, you are riding institutional power. This is simplicity and purity of the system. System consists only of 2 components, indicator free price and proprietary Alpha Fibonacci rules. When you apply Alpha Fibonacci retracement, you know where to exit your trade, and you will never need another system again. So here we go. This is a reminder, and as you would hear, intelligent trader hears this instantly. I'm removing this from all the charts. Nothing on this chart, correct? Here we go. This is the price. Now I'm changing the symbol. No one knows what I'm changing the symbol to. Correct? What instrument is this? No one on this planet would ever identify. What is clear? This is price. This is what I recognized in 2008. This is pure price. It's exactly the same. This is NASDAQ. But if I take you right now to completely different instrument, what would you see? What instrument is this? No one knows. This is Aussie dollar. This is pure price on daily chart. So why in the world would you block pure price with indicators? When you can trade pure price, you can trade weekly NASDAQ on options, you can trade Aussie daily, or here's a very powerful reminder of top day trading instrument in US. This is black and white. Does anyone know what instrument this is? No one does. This is S&P mini future, reflecting all the stock, majority of the stocks in US markets. But again, if I change the price to anything you name and anything you choose, it would look exactly the same. It is absolutely your choice what you will decide to trade. This is oil. So when you say, not interested in this, do you know what that means? You are not secure enough in yourself. You're looking for blanket of security. Indicators are false security. The answer lies in you. Pure price is all that matters. Pure price shows you strength, shows you weakness, shows you institutional points of entry. The only thing you have to do is apply Alpha Fibonacci rules. And that's a power, because you drive with rules, you play tennis with rules, you play golf with rules, you are in a relationship with rules. This is how Tom Brady winning Super Bowls, but he keeps practicing hundreds of thousands of times. This is how Lewis Hamilton winning non-stop Formula One, but he keeps practicing hundreds of thousands of times. They're not relying on anyone else. They're finding the answer in their brilliant mind and pure price. All you have to do is apply Alpha Fibonacci rules, and you will never need another system again. As Richard shown this time and time again, he was terrified preparing for retirement. He retired as physical therapist. Listen to his podcast and what Richard has done. He doubled his demo account, which every intelligent trader does first, which you can do on Ninja with market replay. And then when he started trading live, his funds were at 3,600. And by the time of this email, he increased his funds to 11,500. And then February of 18,000, and he kept updating me, 37,000. And as he said, work mornings only. You can be next Richard. He was never my private mentoring student. He just simply came to group classes and watched videos when he could. He's trading much better than Aikman and Saylor and top hedge fund traders on the planet do. And that remains the core. Institutional power, institutional exits on future stocks, crypto, forex, options, mutual funds, ETFs, metals. Anything you choose, you can trade with Alpha Fibonacci system. Again, view emails, view students' performance. It never gets old. But if you will decide to use this software for Ninja Trader 8, this is how software would appear on your scanner and on your charts. The alerts will come up on your scanner and you will choose your ultimate trade, and the trade will be displayed on your chart with entry, stop, and target. This is very important statement by a very powerful trader who again struggled until Theo came to Fibonacci Trading Institute. As he says, trading with those powerful institutional levels is going with the market flow of the smart money. And being able to draw these levels manually as taught in the course keyword is winning battle before it's ever fought. So what would your day in position trading be like if you knew hours, days, weeks, months, and years in advance where institutional entries and exits are? We already reviewed Bitcoin. Let's go to historical event. Let's go to Euro, as we have so many students in Europe in complete non-shock. Everyone been prepared, knowing quite well that Euro set up for historical crash. Here is the reminder. Euro. This is a chart on Euro from 7 years ago. 105 was a key level on Euro. We knew this many years in advance. This is institutional chart. This is brick wall on Euro for 7 years. This level is out. Euro moving down and down and down. There was no war 7 years ago, was it? There was no threat by Putin to nuke London. I just came back from London, meeting with students 2 months ago. Students were showing me those videos. This is surreal. How is this possible? We'll review pound next. 87 to follow on Euro. After 87, 60 cents and 33 cents. You knew this 7 years ago. So here's Euro. Let's dive a little closer, because the events in Europe impact everyone. 10 minutes before this event, I'm on call with Ukraine. So if I would show you the screenshots of conversations I have with Ukraine, where my friends losing absolutely everything, being bombed as we speak, what is it reminder of? Not to take a moment for granted, not to waste your life on nonsense. Do you understand that? So what if you could protect yourself from these extreme historical events? What if you knew many months in advance where Euro would crash from? Would you stop pulling a trigger randomly and buy Euro at reversal zone? Tell me please. Here's Euro in April 2021. Reversal zone is here. Euro moving one step at a time. After 99, 95 is 8. Euro will be put up the fight for a long time at these levels. The events in Europe will become worse. All of us will be impacted. Being in denial is not a smart thing to do. Again, I'm personally impacted and I'm personally reminded every day how blessed I am to be in America, how blessed I am not to have bumps fly. So when I give you this gift of preparing for more extreme events ahead, especially if you are in Europe, my heart and my soul goes out to you. As with my students, we helped many women and children. And that's how close it comes into my life, where I share very personal stories. I love our community of traders. I'm very proud of what I developed. Euro in historical crash. Euro had not been at this level in 20 years. That's it. And when I'm watching Russian news when I'm in Greece, what do they say on Russian news? That Putin being very conservative. And that's the extreme events of the current world. And that's my conversation this morning. So yes, you may not be able to read Ukrainian, but my hometown is being bombed. And that's the events of the current world. So when the world losing its mind, you are not losing yours. Here's more. Pound. Here's pound monthly. 2016. This is a chart present in the trading room for years, as we discussed on pound. 36 is out, 24 is next. 111, 106 to follow, and 89 cents on pound. Good for us Americans. Pound looks a whole lot better than S&P. Here is pound now. Again, chart looks like twins. If I go back on pound to May 2021, here we are. Well before the crash, you are not buying pound at reversal zone, you are shorting institutional power. Again, we have very large group of students in UK. As I just met with our beautiful students and share photos. And this is what daughter of one of our students made for me. And that's the reason I live and breathe what I do. As our global community becomes bigger and bigger each and every day. So if you know where to short pound from, if you know where to short euro from, if you know where to short Netflix from, if you know where to short Bitcoin from, you also know where to buy institutional bottom. And that's extreme world event now. So when the world losing its mind, please understand this news machine, this hysterical hype is a money-making machine. Bigger the crash, bigger the rally. And that's what students prove from all over the world. And that's what Theo had done on Forex and crypto. Constantly sharing in the course, constantly updating his performance, coming to classes 2 o'clock in the morning. He's also trading oil futures, S&P mini futures. You can see all of that on the website. So with the Alpha Fibonacci system, most important part, every day you identify trading range prior to trading based on institutional Alpha Fibonacci levels. And every single day trading range will vary based on institutional Alpha Fibonacci levels. Market conditions change daily due to all above. And if institutions holding positions, markets can remain very challenging for months. This is a time you take a vacation. This is a time you walk away from the screen. This is a time you are not babysitting the markets. You are not gambling with your money. You are not doing what majority does, thinking that every day you need to pull certain number of points is your broker's favorite client. Please don't do that to yourself. Ride institutional power and take vacations when big money on sidelines. So this is a system that guides trader to trade markets only with institutions. As intelligent and strategic Alpha Fibonacci trading chess. So let's review Apple for the last 6 years, as we already reviewed Netflix. I present at the world's biggest hedge fund convention, and what do I say? When Apple comes out with the worst earnings in 13 years, all depends if Apple will hold this support. And if Apple will hold this support, Apple will skyrocket. And that's exactly what Apple has done. 2 years later, doubling the value. 181 is a brick wall for 6 months. Then Apple reaches next level. And when Apple comes to reversal zone, doesn't matter how spectacular Apple earnings are. This support is out, Apple in free fall, and you know months in advance where a buy point will be 140 level. You're riding the power. You're sleeping well at night. You are not a gambler. And that's how you trade markets on all instruments, all time frames. Do you want to trade crypto, Bitcoin, Netflix, S&P? Choice is yours. Here is much, much more. Richard just recorded another podcast with him, oncologist, retired, struggling so much, did not know what to do with himself or how to manage his money. He's still at 100% success rate. He applies options, credit spreads with all Alpha Fibonacci rules. He loves, loves, loves trading Tesla. Choice is yours. Do you want to trade options? Of course you can. So if you want to trade 1, 5, 15 minute on S&P, on Nasdaq, on Dow futures, of course you can. Do you want to trade daily, weekly, monthly on Euro, on Bitcoin, on Apple, on Amazon? Of course you can. We already reviewed pound. Let's review gold, because everyone rushing to gold, right? Because when the war is on, isn't it possible that gold's supposed to be safe haven? Not so fast. Absolutely not. Let's go to the current events on gold.
Paula.
So here's gold. 2100 is a short place to short gold from, not the place to buy gold. This is a key level on gold next, and what gold will do at this level is critical. It's a key. Rules are met, take a trade. But this would be the core and key on gold. This level is out, this level is next, this level to follow. This is key level on gold. And again, March 2022, absolutely not the place to buy gold. As everyone rushing to gold, and we discuss in the course, this is a place to short gold from, not to buy gold. Gold and Bitcoin are not safe haven. Gold collapsed from 2100 to 1700 level, doing exact same thing as Bitcoin, doing exact same thing as Netflix, as Amazon, as Nasdaq. And that's a very powerful reminder. Only if you play by the rules, only if you stop thinking as majority does, you become successful. You're not listening to the hype, you're not listening to the noise. You're obeying Alpha Fibonacci rules, and you're trading much better than top hedge fund managers do. So please request invitation to the trading room, and I look forward to seeing you there tomorrow morning with a group of our students from all over the world. View what students share about the course and understand with Alpha Fibonacci system you can trade anything you choose on all platforms or with software for Ninja Trader 8. We are offering currently 4 options available. Ultimate package, private mentoring. Private mentoring includes it all. Lifetime software for Ninja 8, lifetime system for all instruments, all platforms, live classes, video library, and modules. Group course, second option available to you. Everything on website fully automated. You receive agreement and you join us in the course. And when you do, you start obeying the rules and start trading as these traders do. Listen to podcasts, view students' performance, read students' reviews. And if you have any questions for me, I live and breathe what I do. I'm very proud of what I developed. I look forward to speaking with you. Simply pick up the phone and call or email me info@fibinstitute.com or 925-257-4298. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ala. I love your presentation. It is absolutely brilliant. Your Alpha Fibonacci method is incredible. We've heard from so many traders who absolutely love you in your program. It's always such a pleasure to have you on here in Traders Corner. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Miss Ala Peters of Fibonacci Trading Institute.